Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. They're still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
MP is not taking these conference matchups lightly. He doesn't want to just be the best and make it into the All-Star game. He has made it known he wants to be the guy.
MP is a remarkable talent, and he's proven that time and time again against big-time conference foes. When MP needs to shift into overdrive, he's got that in the tank, which has been really impressive to watch. It's that sixth gear that makes him nearly unstoppable.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Haley out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's MP. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Ivy in at the 2 guard.
There are few guards in this league that do as much damage in the paint as Gilgeous-Alexander. He may be the best we have.
Now, here's MP. 43 points out last game.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game.
First team foul.
Here's SGA. Last game out, 36 points for him. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Now what a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
And there's the bucket from MP.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Williams. Top of the key, Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. Williams passes to Wallace. Here's Wolf. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Jazz have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next. Well, that's a great response by SGA.
Jazz have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He added 43 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And here's SGA. Following the three-pointer by MP.
There are few players in this league who attack with that kind of skill and tenacity that SGA possesses.
A 3 from MP. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Outside, Dort. Outside, SGA. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Galloway with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 10. Dort. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah leading by 12. And here's MP for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 13 points in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's MP for three. And Utah, another three.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
And so it's MP make. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Kyle Filipowski. George out there with MP. Then there's Bailey. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Down low, here's Sorber.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to Orlando.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And here is Dort, following the three-pointer by MP. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Utah, another three.
MP looking solid from there.
Thunder trailing by 17. Pass to Sorber. Here is Williams. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Sorber with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And here is Williams, following the three-pointer by MP.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The three from MP. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City, trailing by 19. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. There's the pick. Pass to Sorber. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Just 4 to shoot. Toe pitch, no good. Jazz leading by 19. MP outside. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 54 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Pulls up for three, and again it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, regroup, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Jaden Ivey comes in for Keontae George. Now here's Wallace. 11 points last game. And a wide open look for SGA. Good on the three-point shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Good, that's another bucket.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
SGA against MP.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
Comes up empty down low. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. It's good from the top of the key. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter. A three from MP. And the Jazz with another three.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
And so it's the Utah Jazz ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Good to see you and welcome.
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them. Make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommend. And next, a look at some of the possible participants. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wolf at power forward. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Lets the three fly, and again!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Oh! And it's sent back by Kessler.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
The three from MP. And the Jazz, another three.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Left side, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Hits it again. Wow.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
there is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. Hartenstein passes to Wolf. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to MP. Takes a three. And Utah another three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the three. SGA's got 28.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Wolf. Wallace kicks to Williams. Here's Wolf with the shot. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Here's Galloway. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. From deep. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Hartenstein, and it's sent back by Kessler. Now, here's Ivy. MP outside. There's the three, and again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Back to SGA. They need this, and it's sent back by Kessler. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Plays it up off the glass.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And the foul called on MP. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Wolf passes to Williams. On the wing, Wallace. A three ball. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Wallace. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has...
Good! Another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Pass to Hartenstein. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another three.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
And here's MP for three. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And over the course of his career, the three-point shot has been a work in progress for SGA. But I like how it's looking.
And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. There's 57 seconds. Good! Another from three.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps...
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Graham. but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
And we'll send you courtside for more on MP's unforgettable performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. Well, as the saying goes, gotta give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
I think it's a really admirable goal to be a truly fearsome home team. Not just because it intimidates your opponents, but because it shows MP's commitment to delivering for these fans. He knows they're here to see their team win big, and so that's what he wants to deliver for them night after night inside this arena.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. And a lot of happy fans here tonight. Everyone in attendance was treated to an MP bobblehead upon entering the building.
Well, you know, I've had a few bobblehead nights of my own. You have to give credit to whoever designs these things. They do a great job, and the one for MP is no exception.
Well, the big-time answer by Brandon Miller.
Utah moving the ball around. MP left side. Pass to Bailey from behind the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Kessler. Again, Utah, good for 2.
I just love the ball movement.
Hornets trail by 11. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And Charlotte making a change here. Washington's checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Ball. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Back to Galloway. Pass to Ivy. Now MP. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. MP's got 14.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Man, he's checked in for Miller. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The 4th spot held by Utah.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
Galloway to pass to Ivy. Back to Galloway. This one for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
There's Ball with a 3. Sinks it from distance.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Hornets trail by 18. Outside man. To the middle. Utah grabs the miss. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Outside man. 34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Charlotte, no good that time either. Jazz leading by 21. MP finds Ivy. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Utah.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Filipowski, the pass to Galloway. Another three for Utah.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Anderson. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. And Galloway's subbed in for Collier. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Green. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Keontae George out there with MP. Then it's Filipowski, and it's Bailey in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Galloway's got 26 points. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He scored 64 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Miller outside. Pass to Knipple. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Filipowski.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's MP from outside. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Mann. Hits the three-pointer.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Trey Mann from three. That's the answer they were looking for.
MP finds Ayton. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Galloway. There's the three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his third assist of the night.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Man misses. Utah's got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Filipowski with it. Checked by Washington. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. The three ball. Another three for Utah.
Oh, MP getting the basketball exactly where it needs to go when it needs to be there.
Miller outside. Back to Mann. From deep. Pure from three-point range. Mann's got 6 points.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Kessler, he's checked in for Ayton, and Ivy subbed in for George. Outside man. Pass to Knipple. Just 4 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Utah grabs the miss. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
The three from Ball. The rebound by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. And finished off by Kessler.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking
some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Sure.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Jazz.
Dominant.
Appreciate you joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Count the basket. Filipowski's got his first basket.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And the foul called on MP. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. We've got George. MP is out there with Collier. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Sensible. In at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
So we see the Jazz.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. NBA basketball in the spotlight, and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also celebrated in our games today and tonight, Greg.
It's great to honor a man who spoke for equality and justice, and in a league that's given voice to many communities working towards that equality.
We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
Yeah, MP is determined to give anyone who steps on his court a fight. He's really trying to create an environment where this becomes a must-win game for their opponents, wanting those teams to treat this game like it's a must-win.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Jaime Jaquez, Tyler Hero out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Kramer in at the 5 down low. Let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Thanks. MP always working for his fans, always working for the people. You know, guys, we have to point out that tonight is Dunks for Dollars here, a great charity event that this team is set up to benefit local dog rescue.
It's great to see the team reach out to the local shelters and help out dog rescuers. It's a great benefit to a great organization, and I'm sure there are a lot of dog owners out there who feel the same.
And here is Hero. Following the three-pointer by MP, Jaquez can't hit.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Grimes. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And MP throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now, here's Adebayo. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. Hero, no good.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll. Yeah, right place at the right time for Jaquez Jr.
Inside, here's MP. An easy 2 points on the layup. MP's got 9 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Fires from deep. Hero, no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thank you, Kevin. Closing in on the trade deadline, it's the Rockets front office getting things done. They labeled DeAndre Ayton as a target for quite some time now, and they were able to land him ever since his early days. They really appreciated his game, and now that his value has dipped a little bit from where he was initially, the team felt it was the right move to make at the right time. They wanted his size and his interior.
George out there with MP. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Grimes. Bangs home the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
Hero keeping the defense guessing.
Jazz leading by 19 points. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Suns played really well. He dropped 24 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He had his fingerprints all over that game, affecting the outcome in a number of ways, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Down low, here's Ware. Oh, that's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 6 points in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
Well, their defense has been really impressive.
So it's the Utah Jazz out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, they get a big man who can play above the rims and step outside. DeAndre Ayton has all the tools you want from a star big.
Man, you love talking big man.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Jazz. That is more than enough.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Here's Eric Spoelstra to start in the second half. We've got Hero. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Kramer in at the 5 spot.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And a wide-open look for Hero. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
And here's MP for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Grimes passes to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. To the inside. Here's Kramer, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
They've got Adams. Collier out there with MP. Then it's George. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Grimes. Lets it go with the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
The 3 from MP. Kramer with the rebound. Kramer's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's MP for 3. Can't it from downtown. Galloway has got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Hero, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh for the 3, and that's good. MP for 3. MP's got 41.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.